Welcome back, children. In the other video, I explained what modal verbs are. Now I am going to use this sentence here and change it into different forms so that you understand how these modal verbs can be used for permission, obligation, or sent to bring out one's sense of duty, all these things. So this can be cleared with the help of this particular sentence. Now we have a very simple statement on the board. That is, I go to the office regularly. Now this is a very simple statement. Now let's see how it can be changed. Now I can say, I can go to the office. Now I can go. What does the word can? Now can is a modal verb. What is it showing? It shows my ability. It shows my ability to go to the office. So this is number one. Okay. So can shows the ability. Now next one. I may go to the office. Now may go. What does it show? The word modal auxiliary may. It shows possibility. Okay. Possibility. There is a possibility. I may go to the office. Now the third one. I might go to the office. I might go. Now what does the word might show? It shows somewhat low possibility. It is a low possibility. Low possibility means may or may not go. So it is a low possibility. Okay. Not very sure. I might go. I might do that. Okay. Next is I will go. I will go to the office. Now, what is will? What is will there? It is willingness, future interest, willingness. Definitely, willingness. Okay? There is a strong possibility that you are going. Then, number 5, I should go to the office. Now, what does should tell you? Should is an obligation, a mild obligation. Okay? A mild obligation. It would have been good. I should go to the office. I should go to school. Similarly. Okay. Then, number 6. I could go to the office. Could go. Again, another possibility. I could go. I'm saying that possibility is definitely there. I could go. Then I would go. I would go to the office. Now, what does would show? Reservation. Okay? It is a reservation. I would go at some point of time. I'm going. Okay. Last one. I must go to the office. Okay. And what does must say? This is a strong obligation. Strong obligation. Okay. So this is how the modal verbs. Now look at the first sentence here. I go to the office regularly. That's a very simple statement there. Now with the help of the modal auxiliaries, we can change the mood of the sentence, isn't it? The first one, I can go. I can go anytime. I can go. It's an ability. You're sure that you can go. Then that is why it's called an ability. Can is used for ability. Now, I may go. That's a strong possibility. It is possible. Not strong possibility. It is a possibility again. May go. I may go. I might go. Might is a low possibility. May go, mostly I may not go. I might go to the office. Okay. Then I will go to the office. There is a strong interest, willingness to go. I will go. I will go. I should go. Then what is that? It is a mild possibility. I should go to the office. Mild obligation. That is a mild obligation. I should be going, isn't it? So that's what. Then I could go to the office. That shows a possibility again. Then I would go to the office. That's a reservation there. I would go. I would go. Okay. Then I must go to the office. That is a strong obligation, strong feel over there. I must go to the office. Okay. Now notice the verb go remains the same. Have you noticed that all through these sentences? Did you notice that the verb, the main verb, stays the same? It does not change at all, remains the same all through, and the modals are the ones who decide the mood of the sentence. Okay, so the modals are followed by the main verb and are generally not used alone. They're generally not used alone. You use another main verb when you use a modal verb. I hope with this you have understood the usage of modal verbs. Thank you, children.